What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Wingin podcast. Jack, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I cannot complain. How about yourself?
I am making it. Andre.
Look, I'm doing pretty good with all the hilarity that has been happening. So I'm good.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some of it. But tonight we had like two presentations this past week. We know about the big one that we're gonna be talking about, doing a recap on that one. But we also had one from Acclaim. Yes, Acclaim is back on the scene, and they had a presentation. Well, can't really call it a presentation. More kind of like we were talking backstage. It was more of a sizzle reel. It was only like 12 minutes. To be honest. If you want to find it, let me see if I can find a thing. And
I didn't even see. I think I saw the upcoming before it happened. Then after that, it went ghost. I didn't hear nothing else about it.
So I'm gonna throw the Acclaim link in the chat. For the.
I'm just gonna give y'all one warning. They did the Sony thing, the countdown into a countdown.
Yeah, they did.
So you're gonna have to jump 15 minutes into it to get to the actual.
To get to it, but it was hard to find. So just know that it was hard to find. So it is in the chat if you guys want to watch it at some point. It's only 12 minutes. There was a couple cool things in there. All the games are for PC right now.
Yeah,
they did put out a statement saying that they're looking into possible console releases for some of these games. Now there's one game in particular that I thought was actually might be cool, but it might piss some people off. That's the Basketball Legend one.
Yeah.
It's basically Double Dribble, if you remember that game that was in the arcade and on like NES and Sega. But it's with today's current roster kind of deal. Okay. and the second one, SSX, and I think it's called Tricky.
I don't even remember.
It might be tricky.
Yeah. But that one looked pretty good too, to me. But like I said, it's only 12 minutes. It's shortened to the point, but yeah, they did do the countdown into a countdown. I hate when they do that. So yeah, just skip all the way to like 15 minutes in, and it's the last 12 minutes.
The Double Dribble game is called a Basketball Classic.
Yeah, Basketball Classic, and then I think the snowboard game is something tricky, right? Or tricky.
Bro,
I'm looking at their list right now. Hyper Yuki Snowboard Syndicate.
Yeah,
gosh, that's a name.
So it's like they phoned the basketball one in, and then they actually put some detail within the snowboard one.
Yeah. The one of the ones I'm actually interested in is Katanat. That's hard as hell.
Yeah, Katanat. Yeah, that one actually had an interesting story to it.
Yeah, that one they released. That one was already released.
Oh, it was? Okay, I didn't.
Yeah,
there was. So that one was the Shadow Drop, right? Or was it already out? One of them was
that was the Shadow Drop. That was a Shadow Drop at the end.
Yeah, so I thought it was all right. I mean, because I wasn't. To be fair, I was not expecting a lot from Acclaim because I was like, I don't know what all they still had because they had a lot of stuff back in the day. Like they had a lot before they had to go under. So I know they don't own all this. I know they didn't buy it back. There ain't no way because there's like the stuff I thought they probably would have bought that they didn't. I don't know if they got rights back to or not because I don't know if they just got I don't know who has it.
I don't think they got rights to a lot of that stuff because most of their Acclaim stuff honestly was licensed.
Yeah.
So they probably starting off brand new just from the ground up.
Yeah,
that's probably smart. That's probably the best way to do it instead of trying to fight to get some stuff back that's just been sitting dormant because somebody just buying the license every 5 years.
Yeah.
So because some of these companies like come on back. I got your stuff right in here.
Been keeping it warm for you.
Yeah. Now give me $15.5 million.
Hold on, lazy one. When did this happen?
I just drop it. Oh yeah, that happened the same day as the direct. It just happened on the Japanese one.
Yeah, it happened on the Japanese one. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I get mad about it because I'm like, why do y'all have like 3 different versions? Because it's like the Japanese direct and the European direct have stuff that's not in ours.
But we're still getting
all of ours.
Still get the game though.
Yeah,
like, we're still getting it, so why
It makes
not
no
put it
sense.
in the presentation?
yeah. And I think the Capcom one, I think there was people. Somebody had said leaked that they were supposed to play. He was supposed to be playable at Tokyo Game Show next week, I think, and I think that's how that got leaked.
Ugh.
But
Wow.
that's crazy.
I'm gonna have to start hitting the European and the daggone Japanese Nintendo channels and
Yeah.
watching
Gotta
it.
have
This
to.
is annoying.
Yeah, because sometimes they get stuff that we just don't get, but they'll get everything that was in the American one is always in there. It's like there's still be an extra 15, 20 minutes because we don't get they get at least like 2 or 3 more games that we don't get usually. But all right, so the main event, we are here for the hour-long Nintendo Direct recap. Now we did do a live reaction at 8 on Friday because reasons. So
Right.
And so we had a pretty good time. Chat was popping. The first 20 minutes was the Mario stuff because it is the Mario 40th anniversary.
Yep.
And we got the movie trailer for Super Mario Galaxy. They going straight Galaxy, which I ain't mad about it.
I'm a little offended that they skipped 3.
I was very they skipped 3, but I'm not completely mad about it because I was like, at some point they probably gonna talk about when that Luma was in freaking the first one. I'm like,
there was no way
Rosalina's showing up sooner rather than later.
I'm just hoping that same one come back.
Yeah. I did not know that was somebody. That was somebody's child, though. I think it was one of the director's child that was doing the voice, which I thought was hilarious.
Bring him back.
Yeah.
Bring him back because we need him in the background every time something hopeful happens. Just bring the dude down.
Just bring the dude down. And I need that King Penguin. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Right.
Just being nihilistic for no reason.
But yeah, we got the 40th, and I guess we could go and talk about people getting mad about the doggone Mario Galaxy.
Why not? Go ahead.
I'm like, look, this is what I'm gonna say about this. I know people got to complain because they got to get I know it's rent due, and you know you got to get your grifting on point, and it's probably was lacking the past couple of months. So you need content. I get it, but half of the people that's doing all this complaining know damn well they're gonna buy it. So I don't know why you complaining. Like, if you complain and then you turn around and do a 2-hour live stream when a game release.
Right. It's
and look, hey, anybody that's bought the 35th anniversary 3D All Stars, you only got one game to buy. If you really don't want to repurchase Super Mario Galaxy, just buy Galaxy 2 on the eShop. Call it a day.
The only valid complaint that I heard in regards to that is that Galaxy 1 was upgraded. So if you got the 3D All-Star one, then you're not getting that upgrade. So you it's not that big of an upgrade.
But you kind of had to expect that once the Switch 2 dropped.
But even then, I don't think it's that substantial that it makes that big of a difference. Now, I get everything. You want everything to be parity. Cool. I hear you. But yeah, I mean, you can buy either or. And then as far as the pricing, I need, and I know this is a stretch. Like, I know it's never going to happen. But to get people out of this mindset of just because something released in XZ year doesn't mean that because it's now here and they've redone and retooled it in some kind of way that the price should be the same as it was back then. Like, because everyone has this idea that these are just Wii ROMs and they've upscaled and that's it. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. Like,
if you want to go with that argument, then with inflation included, it should be more expensive.
More expensive, yeah. And the other thing too, it's kind of like when they did the whole complaint about the NSO, but they put online, and mostly the majority of these games that didn't have online, they did all these other things, and you're angry about it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't mind the $40 price tag. Because it makes sense. Hell, I thought it would have been $50, to be completely honest with you. Because that's typically where Nintendo goes with that pricing for these older games when they redo them. But the fact that we got this for $40 is amazing. I don't have to get Galaxy because I thought they were going to force me to get Galaxy.
No,
right. Galaxy is cool. I just don't. I like Galaxy 2 more from the little bit that I've been able to play because I haven't been able to finish it. But just from the levels and the power-ups and everything that comes along in 2, I'm like, yeah, let me put and invest my time into 2. I don't know what people expect. I think really they have this idea that Nintendo is just supposed to be
cheaper.
Cheaper, the little engine that could, and just like, hey, you're supposed to provide me the budget option. I'll complain that it's budget and that is not on par with the other 2, but I still like the fact that you gave me budget.
Which, once again, that to me, that's freaking annoying, because I'm like, once again, you're complaining about something you're gonna purchase, which defeats the purpose of actually making a change. Because I hate this argument too. Oh, y'all just don't want Nintendo to get better. How are you making them get better when you're the one that's complaining and buying it at the same time?
There you go. Yeah,
like
very true.
How?
It's the fact that they don't think that the money that they're giving is telling them, hey, you like this, we're going to do it more.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. Then they'll get the message, oh, they didn't like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
It's not rocket science, people. Of course, that's why we always joke around here about the whole Animal Crossing and Pokemon needing to boycott to get them sales up. But
for sure, we need that to happen.
I need them to boycott Tamagotchi Life when that come out. Boycott that.
Oh, they ain't got to boycott that. That's gonna take a whole nother cult of his own.
Yeah,
please boycott that, because I want to see that game hit the 20 millions. Just boycott it, please.
I need Animal Crossing numbers for that for sure.
It deserves it.
You're probably gonna get it too. You're probably gonna get
will.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get that.
Man, Nintendo making a game that we don't even play, man. No doubt.
While he's playing.
I'm sorry. I could see people just doing chill streams, just letting their knees run around and see what nonsense happens.
Bro, I think because that's basically what happened with Animal Crossing. The pandemic happened and everybody was doing dates. They were doing interviews. They had full-on talk shows. I'm like, bro, what in the world is going on?
Animal Crossing became a phenomenon at that time.
Yeah. I'm like, you had wrestlers sitting up there playing Animal Crossing with people in other wrestling companies, and I'm like, you're exposing the business. But
kayfabe was lost.
Kayfabe was gone.
So I'm sitting here like, bro, what the heck is going on? But Animal Crossing, like that whole thing with Animal Crossing, I think the pandemic happening and people like claiming to be stuck where they couldn't go nowhere. Well, go outside when you actually could go outside. It wasn't like you could making you stay in the house. But I think that actually like took. And then once people started doing like the whole live show, talk shows and stuff like that, and it was working, people just fell in love with it at that point. So I think that's what Tamagotchi Life is gonna happen to it as well.
I think Tamagotchi Life is going to spawn a series of music videos if they put that feature back in there.
Oh, if they do that, it's going to be on the box.
It's going to spawn a series of music videos.
It's gonna spawn a lot. I think when you look at the scope of those that are not in these endless arguments that's on social media, there are some creative gamers and content creators out there. And one area that I didn't even know, I've been away from Sims for years. And when you go and see the dedication and the effort that they put into these sim lifestyles to the point to where they even create their own Hollywood or like the Real Housewives or whatever on sim games, like the fact that this could be another one because you have the ability to create characters, which I hope they bring back the feature of QR codes to where it's like, all right, cool, this person made this character or made this celebrity. All you gotta do is just scan it and it goes into your game. So that way you don't have to create. Exactly.
Yeah, you got the app, so they might as well just use it that way.
And they might as well use it. And then they already adjusted the personalities because people love to be in other people's business. So they're like, oh, I think this person acts like this. So and you put them in your world, and now it's like, all right, we literally have a live stream of I got this person in here, I got Dwayne the Rock Johnson with this person over here, and they somehow ended up in a relationship and blah blah. Trust me, they're gonna turn it into a
Like
thing. And
these two people out here boxing for no reason, just
throwing hands. I can only imagine what you can do in this one because the other one was crazy.
And the one person that I know is going to start that mess is going to be Vicky. Vicky's going to have foolishness.
Definitely,
for sure.
She's 100%. Going to create it.
But if they're doing it, then that means that they're hopefully, like with the QR codes, make it work like it did before. Like if you scanned the normal me QR code, it would bring up that me, and then you filled in the details. But then Tamagotchi Life had its own separate QR code that brought up all of the extra information, and all you had to do was just scan it in. So if it works that way, which also worked for Mitamo too, if it works that way, this is going to be a runaway.
Yeah, sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's I do agree on that one. So let's do this like this. So what game from that direct actually like surprised you that we got a release that was coming when it did? For me, it was gonna be Resident Evil Requiem. I was not expecting. I was expecting that to be like later, down the line. I wasn't expecting that to be day and date with everybody else. I wasn't expecting that one.
So you're asking like a game we that already exists, and we were surprised to hear that it came.
We was just surprised that was in the direct. Like me, that one was mine. Like I was expecting it to come, but like it come like after the other one. This is Resident Evil Requiem is gonna be day and date with everybody else.
Yeah.
So that makes me think like it was being worked on while they were working on it with everybody, which I'm kind of glad they're finally doing, because this whole pretending that stuff don't work had got on my nerves.
Yeah, it's an easy scapegoat. You know what I mean? So, but I would say the Mario Tennis game really was the bigger surprise. Because didn't see that coming. The last one, it took a minute for it to get to where it is. And that's where I'm kind of like, I'm half and half. Like I'm always down for a Mario sports game. But for whatever reason, the last generation, they kind of phoned in the sports games and just kind of left them as they were. The only one that got any extra information, like enough information to where, or details or extra content, was the tennis game. And it fleshed out the game entirely, but they did it so late, most people didn't care.
By that point.
Hopefully they show up with everything day one, and then if we do get extra, then we just get extra. But I was excited to see this. Now I would love to see them get into football. That's like the one sport they just haven't touched. So I'm curious to see what their take would be, because I know they had some idea back in the GameCube with like a wrestling style with football. But it got canned because of how violent it was, apparently. So I would love to see him do a take. But yeah, the tennis one was the one that surprised me. Which
is weird that Nintendo canned the game for being violent. All you had to do was turn it cartoony.
But it looked cartoony though. Like when they showed, like, because what was it? Did you know Gaming? They were the ones that showed it, and I'm like,
that was the one that Camelot had presented.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that, like, you had a wrestling tennis game, not tennis, wrestling volleyball game that could have worked. But you could also separate those concepts and make both of them.
I mean, you see how violent Strikers is. Like Strikers, violent. Like
I was like, I don't know who made that decision. Somebody was just wrong.
Right.
I'm going with Reggie. Andre, what about you?
For me, it was the whole Virtual Boy thing. I would not have guessed that one popped up in there.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed it. And for it to be almost day and date 6 years after I made that video was funny as all hell to me.
Yeah. I did not expect that at all. That was out of left field for sure.
And they did the exact thing I said they should be able to do. They did a Labo version of the daggone Virtual Boy, and they charging you $100 for the real one.
Right.
Which makes sense. And I've seen some people complain about that. I'm like, you don't have to get it.
You don't. You can get the $20 one, or if you got Labo, you can use that.
Or because the $20 one even has the ear holes where you can put a thing in it so you can actually hold it to your head. So
or you can get any of the third-party ones that let you strap it to your face.
Yeah. So I don't understand. Once again, this goes back to that whole rent must be due. Because I'm like, dude, this don't even, you complain about something you don't have to get.
Nope, not at all.
But even then, right? didn't we just go through Nintendo has lost creativity? They're not being fun anymore because this is just an upgraded system.
Mm-hmm.
And then
which is what they were asking for, by the way.
Exactly. So now they go, and trust me, Sony and Microsoft will never do anything like this because they don't have anything this out the left field to do it with. But even if they did, they're not revisiting this. So Nintendo to go out their way to say, hey, look, you want a Virtual Boy? Most people are gonna be like, no, not really, but that's cool. Like
that's because there wasn't that many games on it. So you like, okay, what you gonna give me? Because like your NSO will be done in 1 year.
Right. But it goes back to Nintendo just doing stuff because they can. Most people think everything Nintendo does has to have a profit behind it. Sometimes they just do stuff for fun. I mean, I don't think anybody would have thought any of the classic consoles would have taken off like they did. No. Like when we got those NES classics and Super Nintendo Classic, those you had to be camped out at some of these stores to get those doggone consoles because they were hard to find. But people loved them, and some people were like, "Well, why would they do that? We got emulation." Some people don't deal with emulation.
Yeah. Some people don't want to play with that. People don't want to play with the settings on their computer to try to figure out how to get it to run the best.
Yeah, right. And the other thing too is once they started doing it, you start seeing when Sony gonna do a PlayStation 1 classic. When Sony gonna bring the Dreamcast classic. They should do that. I thought y'all said y'all didn't like this.
I'm just waiting for Nintendo to put Satellaview and N64 DD on these.
See,
so they
and
can
that's
get
the thing.
out to everybody else.
We haven't had those DD games, so I'm like, at some point they have to bring something to it, right?
I think the only one we got was that Zelda's the Ocarina of Time thing that was before that.
That got turned into Majora's Mask.
No, I'm talking about the Master Quest one though. That was
yeah.
That's what they rearranged. That's the only one that I think everybody got. Like most of that stuff didn't come over, did it?
No, it didn't because DD failed in Japan. They never brought anything over here for that. What happened was that they turned Master Quest into an N64 game. And then that just eventually came over here on GameCube.
Yeah. So I was like, that's the only thing I know that was slated for it. I don't, once again, because I didn't keep up with it back then. And I know it came out over here, but I knew it died because it was like nobody wanted it.
Yeah.
No,
like they just didn't.
I think the bad thing is, I think if that came out over here, it probably would have done better than it did in Japan.
Yeah,
and that's because of the opportunity they had where they could have had a N64 cartridge and then their little floppy disk that they put in for bigger games, but they didn't do that. So
it is what it is. So all right, we did get the Mario Tennis Fever. That was crazy. The Yoshi game
that looks good.
Looked good.
Yeah.
Also looked crazy because the whole he ate the flower and after the flower. Okay, whatever. But it's Yoshi. It looks stop motion, which means people are already complaining about the frame rate, and I'm like, bro, it's stop motion. Like,
I'm confused. So I feel like some people don't see a lot of things. Like
people have no understanding of art.
Yeah, and that makes you understand. Like some people are very, very, very like ignorant when it comes to art. But because I mean, even when you see the little gameplay we saw. It didn't move like that. Yoshi himself and the other characters move like that, but the gameplay itself doesn't.
Yeah, because it's supposed to move like that because it's stop motion. And we're probably gonna have to have this discussion at some point, but there's a difference between graphics and art style that I don't think people understand, because Metroid Prime 4 gets a new trailer. They show off the bike. They show off all the stuff. We had people complaining about the graphics. I'm like, dude, this ain't got no. This is the art style. You're complaining about graphics when you're clearly what you're seeing is the art style of the game.
Correct.
It plays at 4K 120. It plays at 1080 60, I think, dock. What are you complaining about, bro? You haven't even tried it. There ain't no demo out. You haven't tried it. You're looking at a presentation of stuff that you're gonna see in the game, and you're complaining about it because you say, "Oh man, this looks horrible. Look at the graphics on this." I'm like, dude, that's the art style. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
To clarify for people that don't understand the graphics versus art style thing, graphics are going to lend to the clarity of the visual.
Yep.
art style is the visual itself.
Yeah. It's the same thing that happened when people were complaining that, oh man, would you just put Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on a PS5 or Xbox Series X? It'll just be so much better. Like, no, it wouldn't. Well, why do you say that? You're just a fanboy. No, that's the art style of the doggone game. That's the engine they made. It's not gonna look. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
People forgetting like it. Yeah, the PS5 might be more powerful, but that doesn't change whatever is happening within the engine.
Right.
Yeah. Same thing like taking something like Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess, when you go to the Twilight Realm, it has a haze over it. That don't mean the game is that's the art style for the game. Okay. All right. So but that's the thing of that. Like I'm like, I don't think people understand that. And that's crazy. Now, the one game that I did think was going to come out this year because they kept saying it was, but it got pushed to January was Final Fantasy VII Intergrade.
Yeah, that threw me off. That
one kind of threw me off a little bit. But I think they did that because they're doing it with Xbox version. The Xbox version is coming out the same day. So
yeah,
plus people, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you're mad about that game being on a game key card, the game is 88 gigs.
Yeah.
So
also too, because you have to pick your battles, right?
Yeah,
because you got one side is like, well, Cyberpunk was able to get down to 64 and get on the cartridge. Like, stop comparing two different engines, two different games,
two different companies.
Thank you, because it's like if they would have gotten it down even further to where it could fit on that cart, this game probably wouldn't look like it looked. And probably wouldn't run like it runs.
And it'll probably be expensive as hell because you don't want to pay for the doggone cart.
Thank you.
Y'all complaining about $80 games. You need to start complaining if you want everything on cart.
So we've seen the game. The game looks great. It runs great. Is it at 60? No. But this is not, to me, this isn't a 60 type game. It's not a fast-paced game.
Neither was the PS4 Pro version.
No, it was
so
at all.
Let's cut the BS.
So at the end of the day, you're getting a game with all of its DLC for $40. I thought it was going to be 70.
Yeah. Stop complaining. Please stop complaining.
It's like you can't win. It's like I get it. You don't like game key cards because in some dystopian future that you believe in, that you're never going to be able to play these games ever again.
I mean, I can still go and download WiiWare games on Wii.
I think you have a better chance of your system breaking than you do not having access to these games.
Especially nowadays. Like, now talking about like pre-6th gen, I get that. But now, like everything, they know to keep stuff on the database. They know to keep their stuff now. So it's not going to be a situation in which like you'll never be able to it's just but I didn't know it was 40 until I went because you can pre-order now. It's 40 on Xbox and 40 in the eShop. So I went to pre-order for eShop.
And it's that price because Square Enix is trying to make some money.
Yeah. They're trying.
So they are actually trying to make some money. If people want to be mad about it being on a game key card, but it being on a game key card also allowed them to charge a cheaper price.
Thank you.
I mean, there's a couple companies that came out and said the reason why it's on the game key card is because the speeds allow them to do everything that they need to do. So, because Star Wars Outlaws, Ubisoft straight up said it. So I'm like, it's not that they're trying to screw you over.
Yeah. I think and that goes back to something I've said many times over. Do I expect developers to start kind of doing more in the lines of educating? No, but it would be so helpful for the genre, right? So where we're like, okay, we're in gaming, majority don't know how this stuff works. They don't understand what goes into gaming, why the developers make the choices that they make. Porting is another thing. Like it comes down to most people that talk about gaming feel like, okay, well, this game ran over here, so it should run over here. Different architecture, different everything. So it doesn't run that way. But now when even with Ubisoft coming out saying what they said about Star Wars. It was like they're lying. For what? Like, why? Why would they lie about this?
What do they gain from doing that?
At all?
They literally not gain anything, because the moment that somebody played it and it was doing poorer than they said, they would lose sales.
Thank you.
The problem is there's so many people that put out wrong information on the Switch regime. When people started playing, they're like, dude, they don't play like this. And so that's just been, and I think most people were doing that because the originals had so many problems at launch.
Right.
It had so many problems at launch that people just assumed they were going to be there in mass for Switch, and it just wasn't.
Forgetting that this game has been updated several times already on other platforms.
That's the problem. That's the problem in itself, because we're in this microwave generation to where once a game drops, people indulge in reviews. They'll possibly go to buy the game, talk about it a little bit on social media, look at the review scores, and then once the new thing comes out, they're done. Like they never see. They don't even finish it. They don't finish it. They don't see what happens after the fact. If the game, like, case in point, No Man's Sky is the perfect example. Most people threw that game away immediately, and rightfully so, because they lied about a lot of things that were in that game. And what
Boy, did they lie. Boy, did they lie.
So over time, they made good on their promises, and they continued to update, and all of these updates were free, and they just kept working on it. And so the game you got today is a night and day difference from the game you had at its original launch. And that's where I think a lot of things get, it's a good and a bad thing that we have a lot to play. But then once something comes out as bad, it's almost like your first impression is everything, because most people will not go back.
Yeah.
They will not.
Well, I know the funny thing that I kept asking about the whole No Man's Sky thing, you would go off on a quick little tangent, was like, what's the game about? I kept saying that because like nobody could ever tell me, because they kept the same thing for years over and over. You can go to this planet, you can go to that planet.
Okay, but what's the purpose?
So, well, what's the purpose? Is this Minecraft? Is there a story behind it? Nothing. But yeah, it's completely different from what it is, from what it was back then to now. Same thing with like Cyberpunk, same thing with like a number of other games. So I'm like, I get it. And like, for everybody saying that we're gonna need a terabyte, we're gonna need a 2 terabyte when that Call of Duty come out. Because I'm sorry, dude, but like the 2 terabyte express card, because bruh, them games ain't getting no smaller.
And they ain't optimizing nothing.
And they are proud of it. Activision is proud of it. They like standing with their chest out. Yes, we have 330 gigs.
They need to stop adding multiplayer to these releases. Just stop. You already have your multiplayer game. Do not add multiplayer to the individual releases anymore.
Yeah,
just do the campaign.
That's only going to
take out 100.
Look, I don't care if it only takes out 50. That's still better than what they dropping.
I need 250 gigs off top. No,
that game is disgusting. You hear me?
Yeah. You put that game on one console, it take up your whole hard drive. Ain't no way.
I don't want this game dropping unless it takes up the entire hard drive of that person's console.
I am not touching another Call of Duty game until they get them file sizes down.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Final Fantasy 7 one, it is at 88 gigs, but that's what it was on PS4 as well. So, and they did. Square Enix did put out a thing. The entire trilogy is coming to Switch.
The entire trilogy,
which I'm like, y'all must have lost a lot of money on that second one. Y'all must have lost a lot of money, because I'm like, y'all was proud talking about it was an exclusive.
Then they lost a lot of money thanks to Sony.
Yeah, then y'all got the sales reports like, y'all ain't buying this like y'all said y'all was.
No, because honestly, I don't think Final Fantasy hold weight like that anymore.
It don't.
So
they done pissed too many people off.
Yeah, because I mean, it's one of those things too. Because I mean, I don't know all the figures, but outside of 7, who was the next one up as far as sales?
Well, 7 was the one that got the most notoriety.
Yeah, they got the most attention because that was the entry into 3D.
Yeah, and I think, and plus they just had like those, they had the characters for it. I think the next one is probably 10.
Yeah,
I want to say 10,
which is my favorite for sure.
Yeah, and it also helps that like some of the main characters from 10 was in freaking Kingdom Hearts 2. Which
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That,
Kind of like a
that
Smash
kinda,
Brothers thing.
Yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
did that. So I think that's what that is, to be honest. Because 7 is the one that gets all the love because they made whole Advent Children
Yeah.
for that mug. So like, bro, they made Dirge Service, which I thought I thought they was going to do something with Dirge Service because they kept making them little cryptic hints.
Did
I
nothing.
guess they didn't. Well, that game, if any game deserves to probably get like the modernized treatment, is probably that one because that control scheme. The game was fun, but the control scheme was horrible.
Problem is, even back when it originally released, that game was hard as hell to find.
Yeah, I mean, you basically had to get it within the first 2 months.
Yeah, after that,
I don't think they printed that many copies on purpose.
They did not. Not. I remember searching for that game, and then the only time finding it online for $200+, I was like, yeah, forget it.
Yeah, because I got it at launch. I was lucky enough to buy one at launch, and I'm like, this game's fun, but then I'm like, man, I'm tired of this doing all this because like the gameplay was just, the controls just bad. It was just bad on it. But it was a fun game. It wasn't. I found it to be fun, but that's one of those games I'm like, yeah, y'all should probably redo this, and if you put modern controls on it, it should work. Because I just think they just didn't have enough. They didn't have enough time with it, I guess, because they were trying to get everything in line with that Advent Children release, and that was just they shouldn't have did that, or just put it on the PS3 instead of trying to put it on PS2. You know, because at that time I think PS3 was like a year and a half away at that time. Y'all probably could have got away with that, but
yeah, they could have pushed it, but they was trying to get it out cheaper.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to, and I think they had to rush it, and they just didn't have enough time to go back over the controls. Because, like I said, the game was fun to an extent, but the control scheme was it took a while to get used to, and plus it wasn't that great. So, the one game that I'm glad they got a release date, but even though it's kind of quick, is Hades 2. Because Hades 2, we got what, like I want to say 3 or 4 years ago that first trailer came out.
I think so.
And then it like stayed in like
early access.
Yeah, early play access for like 3 years. Like, bro, the reason why I was like, okay, this game probably about to come out is because they released the soundtrack on Spotify. And I'm like, oh, cool, the soundtrack out. I'm like, the game gonna release. Yeah, just keep waiting. Keep waiting. Play this music though. Play this music. Music fire don't end. Music fire don't end. Yeah,
hey, yeah, that's all that matters.
I mean, I did my part. I did my part. My part of the game done.
Play the music. Support the game playing the music.
Yeah,
right.
So, but yeah, that looks pretty cool. Y'all know I can't stand roguelites, but the one roguelike I did like was Hades. But then again, I like Greek mythology too. So
this is why I'm saying a Castlevania roguelike should have been a thing. Every Castlevania game is a different castle. I mean, it's the same castle, but it's reconfigured.
Yeah.
So why not just do a Castlevania roguelike?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that does sound like easy money, but then again, we're talking about Konami, so.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me.
Yeah. So, okay. So, y'all know my personal favorite of the year got its release date: Age of Imprisonment.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hyrule Warriors. If you want to save gaming, make it a Warriors game.
I will say we might have to eat words on this one because every time they show it, this bad boy it run flawless. It looks smooth.
They show one thing. They show one thing that's like, I know where the engine's gonna tug. I already see it. That goddamn Gleeok fight where you going in and out, like that's what it's gonna tug at. I can see it.
Faith. I can have faith.
Bro, it's the engine. It's not the engine.
I know it's the engine, and I know it's Bandai or Bamco, whatever you want to call them. Because Namco Bandai. Because that's what that is. The development company right there, when they partner with people, they do good work. But when they buy themselves, they always find a way to mess something up. I don't know. Like, do you not take lessons from the people you work with?
But I do like Age of Imprisonment. I love what they're doing with it. I'm glad they're not doing what they did with Age of Calamity and when they made it basically a giant what if. I'm glad they did that. I'm glad that we're getting an actual story because now people, because I remember I was Rule 2 Review did a video and I commented on it about Zelda and I was like, look, because it was for Echoes of Wisdom. I'm like, they were like, well, she needs to play like Link. I'm like, no, she don't. Like you don't want Samus to not be Samus. Why do y'all want Zelda to not be Zelda? Zelda is not a warrior. Most Zeldas are not fighters. There's only been 2 that are fighters that we know of.
Right.
Tetra, who was a pirate, Johnny Depp style, and Twilight Princess Zelda, who she had cut the throat for no reason. So
and Brad Smith was right. It is Koei.
Oh, Koei Tecmo, yeah.
But either way, point still stands.
Same thing, yeah.
Same difference. Yeah, it really is with them two.
But in this one, like if you play Tears of the Kingdom, like Sonya starts training her like she's her daughter. So she's finally getting to learn how to use. So now you have a reason to have her be a fighter, so to speak. Even though she ain't really a fighter, she can actually do stuff on a battlefield that won't get you killed trying to save her.
Yep.
Dark Void Ocarina of Time Zelda is more like a magician than a fighter. Yeah.
She's not a true fighter in the sense of like what Twilight Princess Zelda was. Like Twilight Princess Zelda could fight before she got taken over by Ganon. That was in canon.
And proof of that is how well she aims that light arrow.
Yeah. So
because she be on point with them things, I swear.
Yeah, but that's why I was like, and I had a woman get mad at me because I said that, and I'm like, but I'm going off lore, you're going off emotion, and you think I hate women because I know the lore of the damn game I'm talking about. Not
you hate them.
She's a woman, like that has nothing to do with it. I'm like, the character herself, even in Breath of the Wild, she could not. She was. That's why Link was there. That was her CIA agent. That's her Secret Service agent. That's the dude that was assigned to her. Keep her alive. If she was strong and independent, didn't need no man, she would have been dead. Because I'm sorry.
So even with all this, like, why haven't we seen like a Sheik game?
Well, they were gonna do it in Twilight Princess, but they ran out of time.
Okay.
There was whole sections in Twilight Princess where Zelda was where you had to do a Sheik style mission to help Link, but they had to cut it due to time because they were trying to get the Wii version. That's why it took so long because it's supposed to be on GameCube. It was supposed to be a GameCube Wii title. It's supposed to be
GameCube first.
Yeah. So that's why they because I know Al Newman said it in that, and there was parts of Wind Waker where you're supposed to do stuff as Tetra because the island they were gonna use for the Tetra stuff was a GameCube island, basically. It's in the Hyrule Historian thing. They showed pictures of what they had planned for that.
I'm so pissed that those things never came out.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I get people being upset, but like if you go by the story, like they doing it right. Like this showing her because, like I said, if you play Tears of the Kingdom, they show Sonya actually training her. She wasn't trained. They killed her mom before she was able to get trained. So basically, like in Breath of the Wild, when she blasts Calamity Ganon, that's just her just shooting her power out. She don't know what she's doing.
She's not focusing it.
She's just blasting it. So Sonya actually teaches her. So I'm like, if they do this right, I'm actually looking forward to this because now you get to see how good she gets. And that construct, I'm pretty sure that construct is whatever she kept telling Rauru and Sonya about Link. And that's what they made a construct to be like him, basically. Because Link should not be in this game. He should never show up in this game at all.
Right.
And that's I could go with that because it's since he was not physically there and she was thrown thousands of years into the past. Yeah. That makes sense.
And once again, if you played the game, you went through everything. A couple of them memories was basically Sonya like, oh, so who this boy is?
What is?
She like, look, I might not be your mama, but I'm
but who this boy? Who this boy? You keep talking about who this boy you keep talking about?
You want to tell me all about him? I need to know.
Basically, she was like, you keep talking about him. I need to meet him because I need to vet him. That's basically what she was saying. I mean, yeah. In Dark Void, they could have done a Sheik Assassin's Creed style game. They could have. I mean,
I would prefer them do Sheikah rather than Sheik for that.
But me and Andre talked about that, like a couple of spin-off games that they could do if they wanted to, because like Ocarina of Time had so many story threads that you could go off of just because.
Just that game alone had some. It not even taking the stuff like leading up to how the Hero Shade became the Hero Shade.
Yeah,
all that stuff, like so much stuff that just come from that one game that they have spin-offs for years.
And what I mean by that, I'm talking about like doing it in different genres. Like you could do a turn-based, you could do a stealth game, you can do side scroller, you can do like they could do plenty of stuff just based off of that, because we don't know what happened when Link was asleep. Link was asleep for 7 years. Zelda had to learn. Zelda basically got a crash course in being a Sheikah, so she could survive in plain sight, because I don't think y'all understand this, but Ganondorf was coming for her. He was not.
He was going to take her out.
Yeah, he was not trying. He was not playing when he was looking for her. Like the way the story is go, like he was. If you see her, slit her throat. Basically, I don't want her. I don't. There is no dead or alive. It's dead. I want her dead, basically. So there's so much stuff you can do just based off that, and that's why I'm like, this is going to be fun. And the fact that they saying this is not a what if, we're not doing what we doing last time. We actually telling you the story of what happened during this time period while she was there. Awesome. That's all I ever wanted. Because like I said, I love Age of Calamity, but that what if part just made me mad. Because I was like, I wanted. They get you up to the point where all the champions die and they save them.
Wow.
Like, no, like they were supposed to die. That was the whole Breath of the Wild, that whole first part of Breath of the Wild, because I know people like to say it was the Shrine of Resurrection. No, Link was dead. He was not asleep. He was not asleep. If you saw he was not asleep. He died.
He did.
He wasn't gonna be, he wasn't supposed to be in the sequel type situation. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to. Also, we talked about this a little earlier, but Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Yeah, that was, I will say, the surprise for that one. I was expecting to see some more inside stuff where Sam is shooting, doing some more psychic powers. I did not expect to see an outside, and I did not expect to see a bike.
I did not expect that thing to be open world. I did not. Open world.
I did not expect that at all. You hear me? That was out of left field situation right there.
But the thing what I liked about it is like that just opens up options. Now, I did say during the actual during the actual reaction, I did say I wish they would have we could have got space missions, because that's the one thing I've been wanting from a Metroid game is space missions.
They don't have dog fights in Metroid. Yeah, that's right.
Strictly Star Fox. So I'm like, I kind of wish we could have got that. But I'll take this as a side. I'll take the bike. You know what I'm saying?
It might be more, because this is only what we've seen. Because to me, I agree with most people. This was a here damn, like, take it, shut up. Here's release date. Like, because they didn't say a word. Like, play music. Here's a few scenes. It's releasing. Here's some amiibo. Not we're gonna tell you anything later, but just here. Damn, just leave us alone.
And I already pre-ordered the amiibo on Best Buy.
See, and you be talking about me. Like I
hey, look, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I did it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, this really could, like, the first time we heard about it and saw it, they talked about the psychic powers.
Yep.
Then they are now talking about this open. Well, not talking about it because they surely didn't say nothing.
They just showed it.
But they showed the open world with a bike. You could theoretically get your dog fights, and to me, this is just me, I think that knocks Star Fox all the way out the picture.
It does if they do it right.
What is the point of Star Fox if Metroid can come in here and do dog fights and do it efficiently, and also be on ground, which is already top tier, on ground combat. Now we got open world aspects on a bike, fighting things out here, and Star Fox loses.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I mean, there's technically still a place for Star Fox.
Always.
Because you don't have to. That too, but you don't have to do Star Fox's fights like Metroid because they already have a system for Star Fox.
Right. Yeah.
They just need to do something else with it.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think Star Fox can always Star Fox can always be like the arcade, like pick them up, and then Metroid be the hardcore. Get in here, the lore, the combat. Yeah, they can definitely do that. So they can have the polar opposites, if you will.
Yeah.
When they said this game was open world, though, I started to get a little bit worried because Nintendo has this thing about doing depths now with everything. So I do not want to see a Metroid Prime depths. I don't want to see that.
Yes,
I do. Scare the hell out of me.
I do.
Yes, I do.
I want to see that whacked out version of Kraid. Come on.
Yeah. That with armor on and
so Ridley with 2 or 3 heads looking like Cerberus. Yeah. You good?
Bring me back that ghost from Super Metroid. Bring me back the ghost from the ship.
And you know the Metroid Prime ghost has to show up down there. They have to show up down there. And the Omega Pirate. They got to show up down there.
Actually, what would be messed up? Have a version of Sax down there.
Oh,
SAX.
yeah.
Though it wouldn't be SAX, obviously, because Prime so far is before
that. But have it like have like a future telling thing, like you got these psychic powers. This was coming for you.
Yep.
And they go like Sax is a wild name.
SAX.
Yeah, SAX, right? Sax.
Hey.
And every time we came in, it had a saxophone theme.
That's Sax. All right, man.
Hey, look. barring the name, that thing was a menace.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we got the Pokemon Za. At this point, we kind of know what we're getting with that. So I don't know why people still mad. Y'all know y'all buying this day one. Y'all gonna be fighting people in the streets. Y'all gonna be in the alleyways.
This the most gangster Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be jumping people everywhere. So I don't even know why we even having this discussion. So
yeah,
I'm actually wondering, is that gonna be a thing? Can you jump? Can you run a 2-man on people?
Bro, they showed the alleyway when somebody was just walking and got
like you sneaking up behind them, like, hey,
cuz
jump his Charmander real quick. He pop up, just like, hey, like I ain't ready. Like, come on, man. We just out here hanging out. I'm taking my Charmander on the walk. Anybody coming? Like,
have a mod chop, clothesline them.
Hey, cuz, I see you got that right, you cuz. Come on, off it.
That's on Mega, cuz. That's on the Mega. Boy, yeah. This is wild. I mean, if this works, similar to Arceus, this fighting style could evolve.
Yeah,
very, very, very well.
Yeah. So also, we're gonna get another direct for Kirby Air Riders. I don't know why people were mad about that because Sakurai said there was gonna be another one. So
because they feel like there's nothing else to announce, and I'm like, but
I mean, this is a Sakurai built game. There's always more.
Yeah,
it's like I get it. You played the original, but this is a new game that's 20 years down the line.
Yeah,
and you thought this man was gonna show up
and not have
the same exact game with a few tweaks and it have more to show you.
Okay, y'all clearly do not know the name of Masahiro Sakurai. And Zodi, you are absolutely right. It's on Team Rocket.
That's on Team Rocket, good.
Yeah, that's on Team Rocket, because my thing is this. If as a developer, I say, look, I got more to show you, and you be like, no, you don't. Who are you? Like, I'm making the game. Like, stop telling me I don't have more to show. Like,
and I don't know why people feel it's so emboldened to do that nowadays, but whatever. Let's see, what's the other one? Okay, so we got some stuff dropping next year. So let me go through that real quick. All right, so we got Mario Tennis Fever. That's going to be February. We got Final Fantasy VII Integrate in January. We got Dynasty Warriors Origins in January. We got Dragon Quest VII Reimagined in February. We got Resident Evil Requiem in February. We also got James Bond in March, and they got Yoshi at some point
in spring. Yeah, so probably about April, May time.
Sorry about April, May.
Nintendo out here for everybody wallet.
Yeah. So and I forgot the biggest reveal of the entire direct, the talking flower.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. I made the joke before. I need that thing to be like the bass fish that we used to have.
I'm gonna have some fun with this, man. I'm getting that
because I'm just placing them somewhere in the house and just walking by. Like, would you shut this thing up? Like,
nope. I really wish that they would take the approach of setting up like a companion character from a game.
Yeah,
but when you play the game, the companion character messes with you while you play. Like they talk about how you play, talk bad about you, or like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. I'm surprised you were able to get your fingers to work that way. Something like that.
Bro, you realize like the beginning, cool. You had by the end, hey, shut up. Like,
like man, I'm not playing with thing.
Yeah. So
even worse if they just do an AI in it and it talks back to you.
There you go.
Oh man.
Don't use those two letters because that means you sold your soul in a video game.
Apparently.
But that means everything in the video game is soulless because it's AI. All of it has always been AI.
It's always been AI in the game. But what you just listed off though, we're in September.
Yeah.
We have games announced from October to damn near May.
Yep.
Like and people are saying there's nothing.
Yeah,
nothing
to play. I'm like, okay.
This is new for Nintendo to have all this for a transition year.
Yeah, line up, and that's not even counting the games we don't know because there's going to be companies that want to announce on their own terms, like Rockstar, for example. Rockstar, they announce on their own terms.
Yeah,
and then we got they're big enough to do it, and then also while we don't have official dates. Level 5 has a few games that are coming out on the Switch, and like whether it's Inazuma 11, Decapolis, Professor Layton, like they have a few games that's dropping here pretty soon. Who else? There are a couple of developers, and then we got Borderlands 4 that's also coming out in October
13th. Like it's out for other
late.
Yeah. So for me, the gaming year so far has been pretty good. There are a couple games I'm wondering are they going to make it over to a Nintendo console? There's a couple, like I said, like South of Midnight and because Clair Obscur, the Expedition 33, that company said they would love to put it on the Switch. They've said that, so I would not be surprised, especially with like I said, Microsoft at this point don't care no more. They're trying to make money. So
they definitely.
I don't blame them.
They at this point they're like, look, we get it. Y'all don't really care for exclusives like that, and we don't either. We care about money. So
I mean, they were the ones that first said they didn't care about exclusives. So you made your bed.
You made your bed.
You got to stay in it now.
So I also do expect to see something of theirs, like either Gears or Halo on the Switch. I just do. For some reason, I just think it's coming because I got a funny feeling.
Master Chief
game is gonna have Master Chief in it. I just got a funny him or Doom Guy.
That'd be crazy.
It ain't gonna be it's not gonna be both because you can count Master Chief for Microsoft and Doom Guy for Bethesda.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like
it's not or.
And the reason why I say Doom Guy is because both companies love that whole Animal Crossing thing to the point
Doom
where I'm
Guy
like,
Isabella.
Yeah, they gonna make something happen with that. I just got a feeling, especially in Smash, because Smash is the easiest place to do it.
And I'm sorry, there's no way you can put those three. You can put those two in a game with Samus and not have a mission not have a mission where you got to take on all three of them together.
Yeah.
I mean, they already got the artwork for it, so I'm like, bro.
Look, fans have made plenty of artwork for this.
Yeah,
you can see the fan artwork of Doom Guy, Master Chief, and Samus just mowing down hordes of people
with Isabella on Doom Guy's shoulder,
just going through wiping and slaughtering. Bro, dude, it's worth it. It's worth it.
That's why I was like, the one thing I'm thinking is going to happen is like that, because one of them is going to be over there just because I think it's going to be. I think the main reason is going to be because of Smash.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I mean, but then also too, I mean, if you go into enough people that have enough credibility, they said it's open season next year for Microsoft. And what Indiana Jones is already coming. They already mentioned Microsoft. Well, most people said that Flight Simulator is coming, which I'm interested to see that. Like, because that game already on the Series X run a little bit like boo boo. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see.
My problem with that is they want you to actually do the real flight path. I'm like, bro, I ain't spending no 14 hours on the real. No, bro.
I speed this up somehow.
So I thought, and like I said, I've played Flight Simulator before.
Pilot Wings this.
I've done simulators. I've done the American truck simulators. I've done the farm simulators, and those can be relaxing. But trying to actually do a flight from where I am to my hometown, which is a 3-hour flight, I'm like, brother, no. I shut that off immediately. You hear me? There was nothing relaxing about watching that plane on autopilot fly for 3 hours. No. Nope. Who, if you do, kudos to you. For those that do, they got the little flight sticks and everything.
Yeah, that it was like if you invest in it, hey, more power to you. But I'm not gonna drive me nuts. I ain't trying to be I'm not trying to be an actual pilot. So
no, not at all.
I'm not trying to do that. Like, yeah, give me some pilot wings where I just do weird stuff on a crop duster. Yeah. You know,
so, that's wild commitment right there.
Yeah, so I am looking forward to the rest of the year. Like I said, I think they did a good job on this direct, and I will keep saying that. I think a lot of the backlash or whatever you want to call it is basically people trying to pay rent this month, and that's what that is. Yeah. Like that's what it is. I don't believe they're honest because I don't know too many people that's being honest. Like everybody found something they liked in it.
Yeah,
everybody did.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to say that, oh, this ain't good or this bad because X, Y, and Z, at this point I know what it is, and especially if your content is basically you doing that, I know exactly what time it is.
Yeah, we know.
So yeah, it's one of those situations. But Jack, your overall thoughts?
Yeah, like I said last night, this was a to me. Whenever I go into these directs, I'm not looking just for me. I know Nintendo as a whole is a business, and they gotta make sure that they got something for everybody. And they made sure they had something for everybody in this direct, whether you were into sports with FC 2026, I think it is. Yeah, FC 26. If you were into the farming lifestyle, Animal Crossing type situation with Dickum, I think that's how you say it. Dinkum or Dickum or whatever.
The Australian outback. I'm trying to kill you.
Ooh. I think that other name would be a totally different game.
Completely different game.
More like custom revenge.
You got, for those that like the strategies, I mean, we got Fire Emblem that's coming next year, so that's prepping you for that. The Monster Hunters,
the Weave.
Fortune Weave.
So a lot of them characters.
We got, if you like Monster Hunter, we got 3 for stories coming out. We got Mario's games, whether you want the Nintendo Switch 2 editions, new games coming out for Yoshi. They made sure everybody was covered. And as much as people say like this is the first like big direct for the Switch 2, in reality it's not.
It's not.
Because we got big games.
It was our one in April.
Right. And granted, that was before it came out, but that's a weird way to look at it. But this was laying out the landscape from now until May for the most part, because they could still have things to announce in between. And then not to mention third parties on top of that. There's always more games coming out. So, man, it's a lot to play. It really is a lot to play. Unfortunately, what came with this was complaints, how things are going to run, and that's just going to always be a narrative that's going to surround the system. But for those that genuinely just like playing video games, I think you have a lot to look forward to. Like, you really do.
Yeah, you should anyway. Andre,
I mean, look, I don't have all the issues with this direct that a whole lot of other people had. It's just
right.
If you don't find something for you, then it wasn't for you. That's fine.
Correct.
But don't treat it like you are the sole person on the planet. and everything has to be curtailed specifically to your desires.
They made it for you.
we are making it specifically for you, Steven. No,
Right?
Yeah, no, that's not how this works. That's not how this works.
They have a large customer base that they got to make stuff for, and
correct.
they got to get their partners to make stuff for. So I was good with it. Yeah, there's a few games that I'm not going to sit there. Now I'm not interested in, but correct. I'm not going to sit there and knock the direct because there are some games I'm not interested in.
Yeah, why talk about what you're not interested in instead of talking about what you are interested in?
Yeah, talk about the stuff that you think looks cool, the stuff that you want to play. Don't sit there and complain about the stuff you don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety. Like that's all I want out of any presentation is variety.
There you go.
Like, that's all I want. Like if we had all the games looking in grayscale, looking like a Zack Snyder movie, then maybe that's what some people like. I don't know. I like stuff being different.
I would hate it if it was just that. It would be a solid F.
I mean, because how many times have we looked at a Sony or a Microsoft Direct and 80% of the games look the same?
Mm-hmm. Doom and gloom, shoot this, zombie that, apocalyptic that. Yeah, it's usually the same
colors
thing.
Looking faded out.
Yeah.
It's like, I know it's cheaper to do everything in black and gray, but damn.
Y'all doing a lot right now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if it's one thing if it's for specific theming of a game, but half the time the themes don't require that.
No, it don't. So yeah, we're looking at a good time. We're looking at a good time, and I'll put it like that. So we're gonna call it a night, peeps. Thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate you in the chat. Y'all leave a comment. Let us know what y'all favorite thing from the direct was and what you plan on picking up, because there's a lot to choose from. So I already got my 3 games that I'm got mine already mapped out for the year. So yeah, it's looking like a good time. Jack, anything you want to pimp out?
No, man. I mean, honestly, I got to get these videos together because I really want to have this conversation about PlayStation's future. As well as, a future marketing tool I think third parties can actually start using. And it's kind of like you can Bugs Bunny the customer base in a way of like, hey, look, we showed up with this demo. It doesn't run the best, but then when it releases, like, bam, see, it runs great. So I think, I want to try to get those 2 videos out. But in the meantime, it's just, full promo run for this music. And then after that, then I can go, 100% into the video game stuff.
Sweet. All right, Andre.
I mean, look, there are videos popping up on my channel now again. Just go ahead, chat. Right. I'm trying to create variety for everybody. So a little bit of something different for everybody. Just go ahead, chat.
Gotcha. Not much for me. I did go see the Demon Slayer movie. If you are a fan of Demon Slayer, the anime, that Infinity Castle arc movie, go watch it. Part 1 was off the chain. They did my boys Zenitsu justice. So they did a good job with the main fights in there. Because we're in the fighting portion of that arc now. So it's all violence. And that's what that movie was. So yeah, if you have a chance, go watch it. It is very well done. They do a good job on Demon Slayer, period. But yeah, Foldable deserves all the credit and all the raises. So they did a good job with that movie. All right, people. Until next time, see y'all next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out, people.
Peace,
folks.